Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Toys and welcome back to Spellbound Caves 2. In the last episode, we gave up. We stopped going to Peanut Canyon, which is over here. Spoilers. And we decided just to go explore around and see if there was anything else we could find. Just trying to basically find an area we can take on without constantly dying. It's been a challenge. So I said last episode that I was going to spend some time farming, and I've set up a bit of a farm at this point, and well, I can show it off. So we are hurting for food and water. That is kind of more convenient than anything. And food definitely kind of hurting for that. So I expanded the farm, and here we go. So we have, I need to put some like actual staircases around here. That'll be a plan for future. But we have aubergine, which I actually finally looked up. It is eggplant. It is the same thing as eggplant. It is just another term. It can be used interchangeably from what I read. But we have aubergine, eggplant. We have wheat. This is going to be half carrots, half potatoes. Actually, I think it might be full potatoes over here, and then full carrots over here. For a reason you'll see soon. We have our sugarcane with a neat little trick, as there is water behind these blocks. And I've also been using the concrete powder from this to kind of make essentially like borders. We have our wild berries. And this is going to be something we're going to work on in just a moment. It's a lot more complicated than I expected, as well as what we're going to be putting in between the other stuff. We're going to put something different there, and then eventually we'll be able to grow beetroots and melons and pumpkins. That will probably be done over here. And we're going to also be making something probably right here to make our life a little bit easier. Yeah, carrots. We're gonna grow more carrots, but I want to keep a couple because I did something else. So in Peanut Canyon, which by the way, that's where I got all the dirt. If we come over here, I can kind of show off. Basically, I came over here. There were some mobs that had spawned, but this area, I just kind of dug out all of the dirt that I wanted. I got quite a bit. I'll probably come back down here and chop down a lot of trees at some point. There is still a couple things we can do here, but don't really want to. There is gold and redstone, by the way. We can mine redstone with the copper pickaxe. I did check that. But yeah, we're going to just start making a farm. We're going to do a little bit of base work before we head out for adventure today. But the other thing I did was I brought some pigs up here, so we can get the that was unfortunate. I ate the carrot. So we'll breed the pigs, and then that will be a good food source once we get to that point. But as you can see, it's just going to be a matter of getting things growing. And one thing we do need to do is we need to get some other seeds. So I have tomato seeds. We also have chili pepper seeds, but we can't get those planted yet. And the tomato seeds are a little bit weird as well. We have a couple things in here. So I did go through some of the quests, and I decided to grab a few more of the books from this. Specifically, the one I wanted was the Almanac from Rustic, which this book is kind of amazing. And basically, tomatoes and chili peppers, you can't just place in the ground. Doesn't require water, can't be trampled, and sugarcane can grow on it. Fertile soil sounds really good, but how do we make that? Oh, bone meal. That's not terrible, actually. Good to know. So you can't just plant tomato seeds in the ground like normal, and grape seeds also work kind of weird. I've had to look this up, and I wanted a picture, so I had to actually look it up online, and I did. But there is a couple things that we're going to need to grab before we can do anything. So let's get the stuff planted. and then we can worry about everything else. So first of all, grape seeds requires farming level 12, so looks like we are going to level that up if we can. We need more experience. Luckily, I did see there is something. What was it? Was it the base? This is kind of nice. We can get some more carrots and potatoes. We killed skeletons, creepers, spiders, and zombies at some point. Also, if you break these doors from the top, it duplicates them. Just FYI. So we can breed these pigs now and start making baby pigs. And this is awesome because that is food. Sorry, pigs, but it's true. So, yeah, we're going to be planting a lot of this stuff. We need potatoes. We're going to be planting a lot of potatoes. And eventually, I think there is a way. Don't quote me on this. I think there is a way to automate. Like there is a tree farm, a fruit farm, a crop farm. So there is a automation thing for later, for at least getting the crops. So that is good to know. But where did I see experience? Also can take the food bundles. That is going to be really good food. Let's just go ahead and take all that stuff. I don't need the seeds right now. The food bundle is fantastic. That is going to be good food for later. And anything else we can get rid of right now, that we can. Okay. So where else would it have been? Survival basics. Magic basics, nope. Oh, here it is. Basic farming. So we can get some more stuff from that. But the experience is what I wanted. And unfortunately, I don't think that's enough. Let's go ahead and complete a bunch of these quests because we can just dump things into our system and not worry about it. One thing that we are going to need is we're going to need a lot of things. But one thing we are going to need is some sand. And I believe there is a quest that gives us that. And basically we're just going to complete all these quests, get rid of all these exclamation marks. We can do some food stuff with this one, and we'll probably go ahead and do that. That is going to give us a lot of things. And we can drink, you know, bottles of apple juice, and probably not the honey, wild berry juice and grape juice and melon juice. You know, we can use all this stuff. In fact, I think let's take a bunch of these and put them into our backpack. So let's get anything that's a juice. Beetroot, melon, pumpkin. And we can actually make those relatively soon. The only thing that is going to require is, okay, so watermelons is something that we can use fairly easily. It requires sugar and purified water bottles. And we can make quite a bit of different juices. And that is going to be good, I think, in general. It should give us both food and water. At least that's the hope. So there is a quest somewhere. That's not what it is. Those are not useful. Where was it? I can't remember now. Is it base building? No. Skill progression? Yes, here we go. That gets us some sand. We need to smelt up a little bit of sand. What I'm probably going to do is go through all these quests and collect all the items, because why not at this point? I do have a couple iron tokens as well, so we can turn those in. There was 2 inferno mobs when I went to go get some dirt, so just a matter of dealing with that. It would be nice, and I don't know if there is a way. I'll have to look into this, but if there's a way that we can turn in quests a little bit easier, would be nice. Another silver mace. Awesome. That is actually really good. I love these things. It is a poor one, though, so we'll probably want to throw that away. So while we're waiting on things, we're going to be making a couple of things. We're going to be doing some questing. And the first thing we want to do is we want to get to this. We want to get the crushing tub automation done. So there is a way to automate the crushing tub. It's really quite easy. We just need a piston and a pipe, and it will complete the quest and give us everything we need. And luckily, I have exactly that. The piston and the pipe is just 3 glass and then 6 of whatever materials. And that will give us a bunch of pipes. And I can put the glass away for now. And that is going to give us a bunch more glass, some more pipes, some more pistons, liquid barrels, a trapdoor, and some frogs. And the frogs are key. So we're going to build this over here. And it tells you in the book how to do this. So let's take a look. Real quick, is there any... Let's see, it would be in skill progressions. Any nice blocks? I guess we could just use the crackstone bricks. That's not too terrible. But basically, it talks about this. It tells you how to use the pipes, which I think I understand. But basic setup is something like this. Hopper feeding into the side of a crushing tub with a pipe underneath the tub, which has been clicked with a piston so that it extracts, and then a liquid, and then another pipe, and then a liquid barrel. So basically, we're gonna need to set up something. So let's get it this way. We're gonna put a liquid barrel, and I don't know if these are smart or not. That is something I'll have to kind of look into, and I probably should test this in like a creative world or something. You know what? I'm going to actually do that. So I will be right back. I'm going to get this kind of set up and built because I don't know how difficult it is going to be to do it on the fly. And I'll also, let's see, we need a little bit more levels, I believe. That's the wrong thing. Farming. Yeah, we need a few more levels. And something else, wrong button. Something else that would be nice is if we can get this green thumb ability, which we need to get farming 16 and magic 16, and just like one more skill point. This would be amazing because plants grow faster. That means more food. So I'm going to do a really quick test in a creative world, and then I'm going to build up what we're going to have for the automatic crushing tub. One other thing that we are going to need in order to do this is a hopper. And graded hopper. Nope, just a normal hopper. Oh, apparently that was a task somewhere. Oh, a graded hopper and a hopper duct. Okay. And that's completed. And that gives us like XNet stuff. But that is a little bit more expensive for us. Why does the control take no? Oh. So there is, it requires no power, which is really nice actually. So I'm going to do my really quick test. We're going to want a hopper to feed into the tub. We have so many liquid barrels. And I don't know that we need the wooden pipes. That is something really good. We're going to place this down. And we can put our levels into it. That is amazing. We're going to start using that. That is going to be amazing to use because that is going to prevent us from losing levels when we inevitably die. So, there's experience in here. So level 11 is not enough, is it? Nope. Level 12. Alright. Everything I just said, we're going to forget about for just a second. I am going to do the testing for the tub in just a little bit. But I don't know if we're going to use the crackstone. We might be able to find a better block to build with. Like slate. Slate's kind of nice. Anyways, we need to make a couple things to plant things. We need to make wooden stakes. And so let's get like let's get like 16 of these for now. 17, sure, why not? And we have quite a few sticks, but we can get rid of those. Okay, cool. The other thing that I want to make, by the way, is just a smoker. That should not be difficult. And apparently I had a furnace in there, so we're going to put that there. And that is going to be how we cook up food, because it's going to be quicker. And the aubergine, I'm trying to remember how to spell it, say it right. I can see how to spell it. Is a pretty good food source if we cook it up. So that's what we're going to do. Anyways, let's get back over here and we'll plant up our crops. I will need our copper hoe. And so what we're going to do is we are going to plant here tomato seeds. Now I have 2 tomato seeds, and they require wooden stakes to grow. Now the question is, okay, we can walk between them, but we can't walk like through it. That is good to note. We also have carrots that we can plant. Cool. So tomatoes and the chili peppers require these wooden stakes. Now over here we are going to be planting grapes. Now grapes are a little bit more interesting, and we need to go get that skill. So we can place grapes right here. However, in order for them to grow properly, we need ropes above them. So these guys make vines, and I think this is the way you do it. But you've got to put a rope above it, and we can't walk through this, which is good to note now. Let's go grab some bone meal, and that actually makes things a little bit more difficult. Let's grab a bunch of rope as well, but let's grab some bone meal, and we'll see what we can do with that. So the fact that the ropes can't be walked through is a little bit of a problem that I didn't foresee. I kind of figured we could walk through it, but I don't know why I thought that, because, you know, we can't normally. These are used for ladders type stuff. So it makes something like this, and then it spreads out. And then this will grow the grapes. And that was a good demonstration. So I guess I'm gonna have to think about this one. We might want to not worry about this one. So let's break this guy. And I can always turn that into other things in terms of like I could always turn that into like a the concrete if I so choose. I don't really care too much. The dirt's not that expensive. But let's go ahead and do this. And then I guess we'll just have to only harvest from this side. But we can get over it, so it's not that big of a deal. Can we get over the ropes with the grapes on it? No. Okay. Actually, what am I doing? We can just do this. Let's just break all of this stuff because it doesn't need the blocks next to it. The water does, but we could use fertile soil and that would work too. I have another shovel. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. So we'll put that grape seed back. And, oh, nope. And that should work out nicely. Cool. So eventually these will all grow into grapes and we'll have plenty of grapes for grape juice. So I'm going to go research the frog crushing tube thing. Basically, I want to know, are the pipes smart enough to transfer different liquids to different containers or not? I have a feeling it's probably or not, but I'm going to check it and I'm going to build up that so that we can actually go You know, this might just be a base episode, but we're gonna get that done and go from there. So I'll be right back. All right, so here it is. This is the basic thing that I decided to make, and basic way I figured to make it. There is a ladder around the back, as well as eventually we'll clear out all of this, and you'll be able to just kind of walk over here and come over here and open this up if we ever need to do anything with the frogs. The frogs should not despawn because they are technically named. When you name a spawn egg, it names the mob it spawns. So everything should be good there. And my testing revealed that these pipes are really bad. They are weird, and that's the best I can come up with. So when we can get a chance to get into, what is it, XNet, get into this stuff, figure it out, it is probably going to be a lot better. But we can't build with them yet. We need building 12, and I think we're quite a few levels. Yeah, we're 2 levels away from that. So here in the nearest future, we should be able to, but for right now, we're gonna have to deal with these pipes. So in order for these pipes to extract from something, you have to click them with a piston. And it does use the piston, apparently. I was in creative mode, so I didn't know that. But that should now drain things from the crushing tub into the liquid barrel. So the problem is these pipes, they tend to break, it seems, if you change what liquids you use. And yeah, that's just not a good idea. So we'll get into XNet at some point here soon. And we'll have different barrels for different liquids so that we can place, our wild berries or our grapes, or what else can we make from this stuff? The ironberry stuff. So we'll have options later, but we just have a hopper feeding into the crushing tub, and that's it. So now to get the guys that will do the crushing for us, we'll just spawn in a couple of frogs, and that's it. So if we put the grapes in here, obviously if you have more frogs, they will jump more often, but that will make grape juice. And I don't have to do anything with that. I don't have to stand there and jump over and over again. It just works. So that is actually really nice. Convenient. We're going to plant some more stuff, gather up some more food. We have our first tomatoes, which means that I could get some more tomato seeds. And one thing to note with all this stuff, farming random goods is actually going to be really good for us later, because there is repeatable bundles, including farming. I don't know, tomatoes are in the apprentice. We'll get a bunch of XP, we'll get adorables and random seeds and saplings. It'll just be good practice to kind of farm whenever we can. Now, before we end the episode today, and unfortunately we are not going to be going and adventuring today, I'm also going to cut down this. I will plant this over in the other room. This will be our animal farm. Eventually I might put these guys into pens, but for now, they are fine how they are, because there is a way for us to get the amazing chance to have just random. Oh, I was going to put that slate tile down. By the way, I decided on slate tiles. I think they look nice. I've used them before. Basically, you just take normal slate and it turns into slate tile. That's it. And this is all slate, so you can see that it looks similar, but not quite the same. I just want to put one more right there. Okay, so let's get into a couple more things. There is a few quests that we can do, and there's a few things to make my life easier later. So let's make our lives easier now, before we do anything. So I think dispel item curse. Oh, that's actually really cool. Removes a curse from an item in the offhand or an armor piece of the caster. We have things that are cursed. We have the King's Crown, which is cursed for some reason. So we could fix that. I don't think I can actually do that. This is an advanced spell. And if I try to put this on here. Okay. Yeah, it won't go on there. Because it is it's an advanced spell. We can't put advanced spells. We can only put novice spells on here. I think. I'll look into that at another time. But interesting item. We also need to make. I had to make some ladders. We also need to make some new armor because our boots are broken. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna make some amethyst armor boots, which we got a legendary roll. 10 max health. Okay, these are really good. Those are really, really good. I do not want to lose those. And we'll go ahead and continue storing levels in there for now. Let's see, what else is it that I wanted to do? Do we have a quest book? Yes, we do. There's a couple things we need to do with this thing. First of all, we are going to need a chest. Let's just grab a normal chest. And let's see, we're going to grab a hopper. And this is going to make my life a lot easier. So I guess we can just do it right back here. We are going to put a hopper down. I don't know where to put this right now. I could move this chest and put it here. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's get the things that we need to make first, and then worry about what we're going to be doing. So we take the quest book and we put it with a chest, and that makes the reward collector. This thing is really good. We get to keep the quest book, and then we're going to surround the quest book with stone to make a task screen. Those are the two things that we needed to do, and that's it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put this stuff in here for right now so that I can grab everything out of this chest. And apparently there was a quest. We're also going to break this. I like 3x3s, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to put all of this stuff away for right now. And let's grab this stuff. So, I don't know how the reward collector works because I've never actually used that one. But the task screen is pretty simple. If you've watched any of my other series, I have messed with this before. And basically the task screen, we can choose a task. And we're going to want iron token, for example. Input only. Sure. Don't really care. And we're going to put a hopper on top of this. And if we get iron tokens, that collects it. And then we can put this guy. And can we see the iron token reward? Perfect. So presumably, if we had a bunch of iron tokens, we can't really use this right now. Is there anything we can? 6 crystal flowers. All right, crystal flowers. I have 5. It's not enough. Fish. Oh, hey, this is a good way to get frogs. That is good to know. You know what? Let's do this. So birch boats. We have a bunch of birch. Let's go ahead and switch this. So we can put this to birch boat. Select a quest object. Repeatable. Okay, so we need to loot crate, random animal. So there is a loot crate. Let's see. If I did animal, it doesn't show up. So loot crate. We're gonna have to figure out which one it is. I wish this was a little bit better. But you can see there was a couple that was like the reward for copper token. That is one that's going to be something we'll want. What is this? Enticing a random animal. Can I look up that? Enticing? No. Loot crate. Alright, so this might take me a second. But basically, this combination of things, and it is a repeatable bundle. And I wish this was a little bit better set up. But once we have this kind of set up a little bit, it will be... Okay, I can't find it. I will... Let me set this up. And then I can explain. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take some birch wood. And we need, I believe it was 16 boats. So entice a random animal. We need 16 birch boats. So that is not that bad to do. And let's just get exactly 16 birch boats. And that is a quest that we can complete. So we're going to put the birch away for right now. And we got all those things. I don't know why. But we can turn this task to 16 birch boats. And that will be just fine. And then I'll just have to figure out where the actual like reward is for this one. Because that is going to be kind of a pain. So let me figure that out, and then we'll turn this in, and then probably end the episode there. Surprisingly, that didn't take that long. It was not that far down. It was like maybe a little bit of a scroll. I might have missed it just briefly, but it was not too bad to find. Anyways, I have it set up. It is set up to the correct reward. So if we put these guys in here, you can see that it is on the side collecting all the birch boats, and then it should give us a crate. But the question is, where does it go? It might actually be inside of the reward collector, in which case we'll just need to put a chest, maybe? No. There it is. Okay. So I guess what we can do is just put a hopper down. I can't do that again, but we'll kind of mess around with this. Let's use a barrel instead of a chest. Hopper. And we'll just have something like this. We'll put this here. We will put a barrel here so that we can easily put stuff in there. Let's grab another barrel. And we'll do this. And then whatever we have this set up to, I just have to make sure that they're set up to the same thing, and we'll get our reward. Now this loot crate is a random animal, and I want to see, there is frogs, rabbits, we can get bees. There's a lot of actually all the different animals. So let's go and see what we get. We got a cow. That's actually really, really good. I'm going to keep that in here, and probably try to do that a couple more times. In fact, do we have enough wood? I don't really care about birch. We do. So there is 11. 16. Alright, so let's see if this works. If I just put all of the boats in there, you'll see it is very rapidly collecting all those, and it just gave us the reward. And is the reward in here? It is. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. And we got a wolf. That's less of what I want to see. So basically what we can do, and I'll have to go through, unfortunately I don't like the UI of the reward collector. I'll be honest, it kind of sucks. But we can just go through here and let's say the iron tokens. We can have the iron token, and then we'll set this up to the reward for the iron token, which I'd have to go through. I wish I could look by the quest itself, or you know, what's the name of the quest? It's just called iron token. I actually wonder, let's set this to something random. Let's set it to the bone meal. Let's go grab our book. I do wonder, I don't know if this will work. It probably won't, but it doesn't hurt to try. Let's grab our quest book, and we're going to pin this and unpin this one. Where sheep tokens? I have no idea what those are. And yeah, don't know. So can we like right click? No. I was wondering if there was a way to like transfer the quest book to that, but apparently not. So I will have to figure out where the actual reward is in here. It is one of these. It is a loot crate. Unfortunately, because it's all loot crates, it's not going to be terribly useful to just, I'm going to have to do it this way. And so we might not want to have any other, I hope I didn't pass. I don't think I did. There it is. To have any other quest to change this all that often. But we could always set up more of these. That is not a problem. So that is kind of the idea of that system. And we can get rid of this pin. And then basically what we're going to do is next time we're actually going to go adventuring. We got some work done though, some important work. We have grapes. We have a good access to grapes, and we can start collecting all of these guys and start processing them into grape juice, which is amazing. And then we can just collect that, wrong button. We have some glass bottles, and we can get a bottle of grape juice that we can drink, and it gives us quite a bit of liquid, but it gives us a little bit of food as well. So there is good advantages to that. I'm going to work on the farm. I'm going to continue doing all this type of stuff. We might next time be able to complete some other repeatable bundles, like the novice farming. That is going to give us some random seeds. If we bake the potatoes, we might be able to get this. I'm going to probably make more tomato, plant more tomatoes, get more tomato seeds, because we can just do this and get some more tomato seeds. I'll just have to get some more wooden stakes, and maybe we'll get the advanced one as well. It shouldn't be that difficult, but yeah, that's the plan. So we have farming. That means we are going to have a lot better resources for food and thirst, and in general, we'll be much better set to go adventuring. So that's what we're gonna do next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.